Hey, how are we all doing today? I hope we're all doing well. I've been guided to do a reading. First and foremost, I want to talk about the pain. It's centered in the heart chakra. It's the best thing to do that I've learned right now, I feel it, but it's numbed for some reason. I don't know why it's numbed. I guess it's for the people who are weaker and not able to handle the intensity of this aching heart. But it's a hardened heart and it needs to be softened. So the way to soften a heart is to meditate and breathe through the heart. So and this is with God's help, of course, and also with the ability to know and breathe, and to this isn't a job for everybody. This is jobs for people who actually can feel it. I can feel it, but it's been numbed. It was very intense this morning, but it has numbed out for me. I feel it, but it's not like it was this morning. It feels like I'm still connected, but not, I can't feel it. Like there's a numbing to it. There's some kind of numbing going on. So yeah, I'm not sure who needs to hear that or what's going on, but it's a hardened heart that needs to be softened. Okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a reading. Let's see, I got the goddess guidance here, oracle cards. So let's start with that first. Okay, put your crown on, the one that God gave you, and let's do this. Okay, yeah, Mother Earth and sacred space. So Mother Earth says you are called upon to help with environmentalism and sacred space. Create an altar or visit a power place which to connect with the divine. I love, but I have this sense with certain things. I like to connect with historic grounds. Like I have the ability to sense things. So I go in and I kind of feel the grounds. I have also that feeling of dissatisfaction is also there. Every time I see a bee and I pick it up and I move the bee, I swear to God, I get that sense of dissatisfaction, thirst, just something needs to be addressed here. There's some kind of dissatisfaction, period. I don't know why or where or what's going on. I really don't. All I know is that I'm starting to feel it. I had a bee land on me, and so I picked it up and I put it outside, and whatever's going on, maybe there is this like huge tree bee. I wonder, I'm gonna look that up in a little bit. So anyways, we went ahead. So the dissatisfaction is definitely coming back. It's numbed though. It's like you don't necessarily know that it's like it's faint, but it's there. It's not as strong.
Okay, looking at 60?
as it
I
was.
found the perfect bra and I have to share it with my fellow seniors.
Okay, so there you go. So connect to a power place and connect. I'm gonna do a couple more cards here. So take what resonates, leave the rest. If you can resonate with this message and it helps you in any way, I am so grateful. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and do this again here. Okay, so home, it says, your household situation is improving either through a move or a healthy change in its occupants. I'm not sure what that means. Butterfly maiden transformation. You are experiencing an enormous change right now, which brings on great blessings. Okay, and quiet time. Take some time to take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. I haven't been able to go outside and meditate in a while. I've been meditating inside, which is just not the same, but I plan on getting out there and meditating sometime soon. I swear, I promise to reconnect. I've connected, but I'm not like I'm completely connected like I normally am. So I will reconnect soon. I'm sorry about that. All right, so we did have a card jump here. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, this is some kind of, let me see what the book said. So it says right here, the advice, you know what your ideal is, so don't settle for less. Enjoy the journey and don't get distracted. We were talking about distractions tonight, you know, the people like to distract. The Sun and the Seven. So you may be let's see what the book says. Hold on. So the Sun card is a straightforward card. Simply is time of pure joy, happiness, and clarity. Goodness abounds, and life is meant to be enjoyed. Let go of worries. Make the best of this time and squeeze every ounce of joy from it as you can. Count your blessings and practice gratitude. And also it says right here with the Seven of Wands, it says, know what is right in this case and have the courage to take a stand. So that is what's going on here. You know, you are taking a stand because this is about your joy, your peace, and your gratitude, you know, your happiness. This isn't about, you know, what someone else wants. This is about what you want. And you need to understand that people think they know what's good for you. And I have been getting the message over and over and over again, let people help you. And I think that's great and handy, but people obviously don't know what you want because, you know, nobody knows. And I think we're going to keep it that way for a while. When it's finally, you know, the past decides to fizzle out finally, and, you know, they don't know anything about you anymore. And you're going to keep it that way. You know, there is no more, you know, you don't get this anymore. Okay. You have picked what you want, and that is where you need to be, period. Right? So you're going to go ahead and you're going to just know your joy. You're going to know your peace. You're going to know your happiness. You know it. They don't need to know it because they want to destroy it, period. Whatever reason, I don't care. It's not my problem. You know, they like to break things. That's not my problem. It needs to stop. The breaking needs to stop. You know, period. This is not okay. You know, we've watched lots of things getting broken and they need to stop. So the thing about this is clearly we just have to go ahead and put one foot in front of the other, practice be about your joy, be about your happiness, you know, one thing in front of the other, and let go. You know, yes, people are trying to hush you. People are trying to, quiet you, or, so what? Whoever was meant to hear that heard it, period. It seems like you may be in a place, these people like rap music. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay. They're trying to get to know who you are. So most likely they're going to be attracting people from the past who don't know you, but they're trying to gather information about you. So, hey, let it be, right? We saw a bee today. Drink lots of water. These people like to work a lot, and because of all this work and always going, sometimes we have to be reminded to drink our water, eat, get some sleep, to be our best. We have to continue. If we're going to work that hard, we also have to play hard and take care of ourselves hard. So just one foot in front of the other, guys. I know this is a big deal, so just focus on your happiness, focus on your joy, take a stand for things that you know that are right. And with that, if you are in pain tonight, I will be praying for you, and I hope that this can be alleviated somehow, and that wherever this pain needs to go to be healed can do that. And I pray this in Jesus' name. We'll talk soon. If you got anything out of this, I am so grateful. And until the next time that we see each other, we'll talk then. Have a nice day, guys. Bye.